few examples of what you're referring to, of like what people have done? Just kind of put this in layman's terms for me.
Sure. So I actually worked with a tax attorney, or not yet. I guess they are. Yeah, tax attorney would be the best way to describe it. A while ago, and what they did, they had a CPA on board. There was an attorney on board who focused on tax law. They worked primarily with small businesses and affluent individuals who wanted to expand their, wanted to pay less. It was the people who worked there had kind of a libertarian mindset, if you will. They didn't want to pay a dime in taxes more than they had to, and then additionally they also did things to help these businesses, A, not pay as much in taxes, but B, kind of cut the fat out of things and do it all in a very legal way, right? So what they did was they would engage with people on social media. So I'm a client of this person, so they eventually became my clients as well, but I started out as a client of theirs, and the way I started was I saw a contest on Facebook originally, is how they found me, and the contest was to win tickets to the Polar Express, which is a railway that goes up near the Grand Canyon around Christmas time.
It's a great trip. Taking the kids.
Yeah, and so I thought, what the heck?
I'll
do it, right? And there was different stages to do it. I had to put in my email address. I had to like the page and share the post, right? And so I did all three of those. No surprise, I didn't win.
No, you didn't.
But then I ended up I got a message from someone. And I had a missed call from someone from the firm at one point. And I didn't ever put in my phone number, so I'm not sure how they got my phone number at that point. But then I had an email, which I ignored. I had another email, which I ignored. And I got an email, and it was about if you own a business, saving money on taxes. And I had recently established my LLC. And so I thought, well, I don't really want to pay any more in taxes than I need to, right? And so I went in for their free consultation. And in the free consultation, we talked about different things, blah, blah, a variety of different things. And they said, well, if you file with us, basically you send us your bank statements, we'll itemize everything and put business expenses here, personal expenses here, your normal income, because I was still working a regular job at the time and I had a business, right? So we'll divide all this stuff out for you. You just send us your bank, and then you send us all your bank statements. You send us all the stuff. We'll divide it all out for you. And I said, but their fee was significantly steeper. So for my personal taxes and my business taxes, everything, it was going to be, I want to say it was $3,500, $4,000, something like that. So it was way more than using TurboTax, which is what I was used to up until that point, right? So I said, well, let me think about it. Thought about it for a while, for a couple weeks. This is early February, I guess, when I met with them. And thought about it for about a month. But during that time, saw multiple posts that they had on social media, got more than one email with different things describing what they do. In their emails, they included videos, which I really liked, because as you know, I don't love reading. They had some different graphics.
Who does?
Stuff like that in their messaging. And I related to it, right? And so I ended up utilizing this service, and it was only because, they never would have been able to engage with me on that many different levels in that shorter period of time unless they were using several channels. Now, eventually, we ended up working together on other things, and again, then I was a client of theirs, helping them on some of their marketing stuff, streamlining process, stuff like that. But it was definitely an eye-opener as the consumer myself to see how this can be so impactful for these different businesses.